Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a beer, it's time for some PathOfExile discussion. Today I wanted to talk about how the logbooks spawn, because it's something that I was doing wrong for a long period of time when I was trying to find them. I got all the way through the campaign without finding a single logbook. I got sort of to about 50 white maps without finding a single one, and then I realized I was doing it all wrong. So when you have a look at an excavation encounter, you'll see that there's these really obvious unearthed remnants. What these do is these are basically a multiplier for all of the loot you're going to unveil, all the loot and monsters you're going to unveil from then on. And they have a challenge mod with them as well. So monsters gain 50% of fizz added as extra chaos and 300% increased rarity of items dropped by monsters. Those vary. Sometimes these will have runic monsters have a 50% increased chance to drop additional logbooks. So I don't have that on this map, but that's one that you do want to look out for. Now, that doesn't apply to every runic monster you fight. It applies to every runic monster that is pulled up with the explosion that detonates that remnant or subsequent explosions in the chain. And so here we've got a pretty good one, 50% chance to drop additional currency items. The second thing that stands out is that there's a bunch of, as well as these unearthed remnants, there's obvious flags. And these flags represent the location of excavated chests. You got the white ones, which are a little chest. You got the yellow ones, which are a bit fancier. And then you got the red ones, which I don't have any of in this map, that are fancier still. But the thing that I missed, and I missed this for a long period of time, is that these skulls are the only source of runic monsters. So only runic monsters, to the best of my knowledge, can drop the logbooks. And so what you want to do is set off an explosion chain that actually is somewhat counterintuitive. It's not exactly what you might think. What we're going to want to do is go firstly to get the ones that have 50% chance to drop currency items. And then once we've done that, we will then start working on unearthing as many runic monsters as we can. So firstly, we're going to hit this one, and we might just be able to get it in a position. This is a perfect position. You can see that 2 of the skull piles have turned green, so they will be runic monsters as well as the unearthed remnant. So those monsters that spawn from these skulls will have a modest chance of dropping with a logbook. Then from there, we're just going to path around and just pick up more of those runic monsters without picking up any truly awful mods. So that's fine. That gives us another runic monster. This here gives us a runic monster up here. And then I think we might be pretty much out of luck. Like, this isn't a particularly great layout. That's what we're going to get. That's another 3 runics there. So at this point, I'm going to detonate this. Now, I'm not expecting to get a logbook out of this. This is just a scoured map because I wanted it to be as easy as possible for the purposes of the demonstration. But amongst these monsters, there'll be runic monsters which will have ward as an extra defensive layer. And when you kill those, well, there's a currency item from one of them. There's a chance of getting that. They also always have a chance to drop logbooks, but that can be scaled up further by finding a one of those remnants that remnant pillars that interacts with those. So that's basically something that I was doing wrong for a long time. The key is unearth as many skulls as possible, but before unearthing the skulls, make sure that you set off the juiciest of those, the best of those remnant pillars, and in particular look for ones that amp up the probability of getting a logbook. Once you start doing that, you'll probably find that you're getting a logbook every maybe 6 to 12 maps in my experience. I'm not sure that that's actually accurate, but that sort of seems to be about right for me. And those logbooks are basically the blighted maps of this league. And that's all I got on this. If you've got any comments or questions, fire away below. Otherwise, may your Varlorbs have interesting results, but don't use them on the logbooks. They don't seem to do anything useful.